Thor at the 188 from Rockford, Illinois on a Sportland 2 UFO back machine. And then top 10 in our qualifier was the 54 of Noah Wilbrandt from Waterford, Michigan. He's a Blue Crew MCR Thor-backed Yamaha riders. Revs up on this one, and the gate is down. The 450B class Supercross main underway here at Gatorback Cycle Park. It is the 49th annual running of the Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit. And as we round the first few turns, that VP Fuels early lead and whole shot going to the 188, but he's got the 411 of Nick Romano. Romano will take over the lead. The 188 of Eddie Nutter had a great start for the Sportland 2 UFO Tunzant Racing 6D back Kawasaki ride.
Rubbing elbows to make his way through there. He's threading the needle, but it will happen for Romano, and he's got the 411 out in front.
Talon Hawkins, the 71 Rockstar Energy Husqvarna rider, another rider back there within striking distance, and we got riders also waiting to be crowned on the podium with Wes Kane and Mikey Waynes.
Thanks, Rodney. Down here with the 125 top three. Miles Gilmore, man, a third-place finish. Who do you want to thank out there?
First of all, I'd just like to give a big thanks to EBR, my dad for bringing me out here, doing all my bike work, 100%, Eri, Anta Racing, and anybody else. Thank you.
There you go. Congratulations, Miles Gilmore. Step on over here, man. And we'll bring up Bryce Shelley. Come on up here, center of this box, brother. A second-place finich. Who do you want to thank?
Lord Jesus Christ, my mom and dad, Pop and Graham, Fred at VP, and also Steven at VP, Shift, Fox, Mobius, Monster Energy, Mika, Traction Seat Covers, Primetime Designs, Dunlop Tires, W Wheels, and everybody else. Thank you so much. Congratulations
to Bryce Shelley, second place. And make some noise for this guy. Come on up here behind this machine. Evan Ferry, I'm going to grab this number 1 plate. And you guys make some noise for your champ at 125. Evan Ferry, man, welcome back. First of all, you did the show with us. Tell us a little bit about your race out there right now.
Yeah, I was pretty good. Got off to a better start that time. And got out front, rode my own race. I hope the kid's all right that crashed. I couldn't really make out who it was. But, yeah, kind of first, few laps kind of rolled, I think, a little bit too slow, around here, and they started catching me. And then after that, tried to just ride smart because I knew there was a lot of flags going around. I know a lot of people are getting docked, so tried to be as respectful as I could.
Good ride, man. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank the whole Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing team, everybody that came out to watch, my Mimi, my pop, my mom, my dad, my Gigi, my unc, and Murphy who came out, and the professor, and everybody else that helped us get here, my nana, my pop-up, and we're ready to take this out the outdoors.
There you go. Evan Ferry, your winner in the 125. Back to Rodney and Jeff Hines.
Thank you very much, Wes Kane. Nick Romano doing some fine work out here for you. Great jump out there. And Benjamin Garib, though, hanging tough with him. Talon Hawkins up in that third spot. You may talk to those guys, Wes Kane, in just a little while, but you got Luca Marsalisi on the way, Brandon Ray, Eddie Nurid, Blaze Cromaldi, and Noah Wilbrandt. They're trying to take a shot at him. Other guys in the top 10 would include Mitchell Zambria, and then Gavin Towers now in the top 10 and moving. Alex Jurgensen, Ethan Hamowitz, those guys trying to make their way into that top 10. Man, another barn burner we got going on here, Rodney. 450B class, always delivering the action.
Well, I tell you, Nick Romano, one of those kids that, he was a very good and top youth rider, but as he moves up from the youth to the amateur ranks, man, we have seen this kid really blossom. I mean, we saw a lot of great things out of him as an amateur, but what we're seeing out of him as he graduates to the bigger bikes is unbelievable. And I know a lot of folks that might have lost faith in him at one time have got to maybe be thinking and second guessing maybe some of their decisions, because this kid has really lit it up and showing his worth out here for these folks on the Yamaha team. Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha, backed by Bell 100% goggles, Dunlop, Thor, and Alpine Stars.
Well, Talon Hawkins really on a tear right now. The Husky pilot is ripping it up in front. He will take over the second spot now, puts Benjamin Karib back into the third position. Luca Marsalisi, as promised, making tracks. He now goes to the fourth spot. Brandon Ray will make a top 5 appearance. So, holy moly, this was not over yet. Anybody could take the win in this one.
Hawkins under pressure now by Garib and Marsalisi. Marsalisi may be one of the riders going to watch out for. He is running the sub 1 minute lap times, running about a second faster than Garib, 0.3 of a second behind where they checked in at the finish time last time around. So we'll be keeping an eye on Marsalisi on that 72 machine as he and Garib battle it out for the final podium position.
You know, Romano got out there so quick, hit so many heater laps right off the bat that he has got a pretty comfortable lap. He doesn't have to run and risk to, that sub 1 minute lap time.
I think we may have just seen the pass take place right before our very eyes. We most certainly did. Luca Marsalisi slingshotting that and railing it, getting around the 239 of Benjamin Garib now. So it's Romano, Hawkins, and Marsalisi. Sorry about that, Jeff.
Well, you could almost expect that, Rodney. That's his signature section of racetrack. We named that the Luca line right there as he pulled off one of the heaviest passes for a win we've seen, but I don't think we've seen yet. You know what I'm saying? We got so much great racing to come.
So our running order after 5 here in the 450B class. Romano is looking at a 4.5 second lead over Talon Hawkins. Then Marsalisi, then Benjamin Garib. We also have Brandon Ray back at the number 5 spot. Gavin Towers now up to 6th place. Blaise Grimaldi in 7th. 8th, Eddie Norred. Noah Wilbrandt in 9th. And Larry Reyes rounds out your top 10. And in that 6th place position, Gavin Towers in the 59.4 range. He's 5 seconds behind Brandon Ray in a top 5 ride. But, wow, we're seeing a lot of speed, a lot of talent. It is deep in this 450B class right now, Jeff Hines.
You know, Romano must have known we were talking about him. He's out in front. He'll go into the 59-second range right there, so he'll pick it back up and join a wide-open racetrack. Unfortunately, he's probably going to make his way into a little bit of lap traffic, and while he has got that good gap, he just needs to maintain that. That guy's certainly got the wherewithal to make that happen. Look at Towers. He's got some room, and he's really starting to put some passes together for you. The 15 still got a ways to go to climb up in there and see our fastest competitors, but he's certainly one of them. But unfortunately, marred in the back of the pack with a mediocre start. That's almost taking him out of the equation because everybody out there in this B class is going so fast, hitting their marks, no mistakes made up in front.
Well, I'll tell you what, conditioning is critical. There's no doubt about it. Anytime that you come to one of these major events like what we're at here at Gatorback Cycle Park, and it is paying huge dividends. If you didn't do the homework coming into this one, it is going to be very obvious. But these guys have all done the work. Marsalisi up to the number 3 position now, as we see him working hard around this course. Romano, Hawkins, Marsalisi, Garib, Brandon Ray, your top 5, and Gavin Tower still looking at about a 5-second deficit back to 6 outside the top 5. He's holding steady back there as he has reached the wall, I believe, as far as being able to climb up through the pack at this point. Is that Reyes and Eddie Norred, I believe, battling it out there for that number 8 spot. Larry Reyes is trying to work his way up through the pack now.
And these guys have come a long way right there again, following the tracks of Towers. And Towers has had the most success coming through the pack, but still a ways to go, about to bump into the top 5. Going to be a real chore right there to get up on the podium.
No doubt. Thomas Welch, by the way, turning a 1-minute lap time back in 10th amongst some 102s and 103s. We may see him advance up through the pack as well. Romano in for 8 laps complete now, as is Hawkins and Luca Marsalisi, all of our top 5. Garib, Brandon Ray, Gavin Towers back in 6. Grimaldi, Reyes, Norred. Now, Reyes actually made the pass on Eddie Norred as we were watching him go by the announcer's tower here just a few moments ago. The battle of the juniors, if you will. Thomas Welch rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, that top 10. Tommy Welch now makes his way up in there. Eddie Norred Jr. moves to the 9th position. 8th spot, Larry Reyes. 7th spot, Blaise Grimaldi. 6th position, still Gavin Towers. Brandon Ray, Benjamin Garib, Luca Marsalisi, Talon Hawkins, and of course Nick Romano. White flag, FMF, last lap up. Romano's so solid out there. Looks like he's going to have a lock and be talking to Wes Kane last, which makes him a champ out there. But sure soon run by Talon Hawkins and Luca Marsalisi. A late charge by that 72 Kawasaki mounted rider. He's going to be making his way up onto the podium, and rightfully so. He came maybe from further back than any of the riders that are headed to the podium.
Wow. They are battling. Did you see what's going on back there with Thomas Welch, Eddie Norrid, Mitchell Zaremba, and Noah Wilbrandt? Those guys were pretty much nose to tail when they went through the finish line. Very bunched up heading into this last lap. We're going to see some changes outside the top 10, but, man, those guys are battling like they're battling for the win in that. Yeah, just outside the top 10 right now, just trying to get into a top 10. Checkers are out.
Wow.
Nick.
Oh, man, the excitement, exuberance. Look at Romano. He is still fist pumping it, man. He come off the track. He flat landed, and he went all the way out past the tabletop. He slid that thing like a kid on a Schwinn Stingray bicycle. Oh, my gosh, he is stoked right there. Look, and then Evan Ferry hitting the heel clicker. When you're having fun, when it all comes together like that, man, it's just amazing.
Making statements, man. That's what both Ferry and Romano just did. Talon Hawkins finishing up in second. Marcelisi will take third. They'll be going down to see Wes Kane and Mikey Waynes. Benjamin Garib will take fourth. Brandon Ray in fifth. Gavin Towers will hold on for sixth. Blaze Cremaldi in seventh. Thomas Welch in eighth. Eddie Norred Jr. in ninth. And Larry Reyes Jr. will round out the top 10 on the 552. Then it's, man, Mitch Zaremba, Noah Wilbrandt, Evan Hamowitz, Tristan Moffitt, Alex Ransom just to round out your top 15 there. Wow, what a 450B battle
Full
there.
aggression mode from the very beginning.
It was. All right, 65-7-11 coming up next. They are rolling off that starting line right now.
Sheer numbers in this one, right?
Yeah.
65s, just tons of them in every one of our classes we offer.
We had 90-some 65cc riders in each one of these classes. 3 divisions where they only took the top. If you're out here and you're a 65 rider, you really proved yourself.
On fire.
Yeah. All right, riders to be watching out for the 37 Cannon Hargrove out of Kemp, Texas, taking a division race win. Michael Quadra also taking a division race win. Actually, this is one of those with only 2 division races, I think. We see Jackson McCarty, the 25 from Bogart, Georgia. He took a second in his division along with Chase Anderson, the 32 from Sutton, Alaska. Third place is going to Austin Camden out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And Carson Wood out of Zephyr Hills, Florida. Jonathan Getz in a fourth-place position aboard the number 22. Kevin DePino, the 52, also finishing up in a fourth. Kane Balacina out of Fenton, Missouri, the 314, took a fifth in his qualifying session out there. And also Trenton Burton, the 711 from Russell Point, Ohio, took a fifth. That's 10 riders to keep an eye on, but those aren't the only 10 that are going to be looking to make things happen as Austin Camden wraps up lap number 1 with the lead. And we head on down to the Yamaha podium one more time.
All right, thanks a lot, Rodney. Luca Marcelisi, come on up here, buddy. Tell us about some of the good people helping you out.
Yeah, I'd just like to give a huge shout-out to MTF. They've been training me extremely hard, and it's just I wouldn't be here without them. My mom and dad, my brothers for helping me out this week. Thor, 100%, Parts Unlimited, Garnet, Deep South Kawasaki Pro Circuit, EVS, just anyone else I forgot, thank you. It's just not really the start to the week I wanted, but we're on the outdoors, and I'm going to show them what I got. So,
all right, congratulations. We'll be looking forward to that. Talon Hawkins with a good start. Tell us about all the good people helping you out.
I got to thank the whole Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory racing team. Got to give it up to God. I got to thank my mom, my dad, my mechanic, Jacob. Got to thank Murph for being out here, and everybody else. Thank you so much. I got to thank the whole fly racing crew, Scott Goggles, Garnet Boots, FMF. And everybody, thank you so much for getting me here. I'm having so much fun.
All right, Talon Hawkins, guys, put your hands together. Finish in second. Now let's talk to the champ. Hey, it's the champ, Nicholas Romano. You've been waiting on this one for a little bit. Hold it up. Get the shot. Yeah. Tell us about some of the good people helping you out.
The whole Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha team. My mechanic, Maddie, my mom, dad, my mental coach, Sean Humphreys. It's been a little bit since we got a title and finally get one done last Maine on Supercross. It was a tough start to the week, but we finally got the 450B one out of the way, and I'm ready to hit the good old man's track for outdoors.
All
All right, congratulations, guys. Give it up, Nick Romano. I'm sure the Star Racing team's happy. Take it away up there from the Yamaha podium.
Thanks so much, Wes. It's the 65, 7, and 9-year-old riders and this championship Supercross up for grabs. Austin Camden with a good jump out there, rider number 19. Husky Pilot has the lead, but it's going to be a tough road to bring it all the way home. Cannon Hargrove, rider number 37, the KTM Pilot's right up in there, and Chase Anderson all the way from Alaska, rider number 13 is on the Yamaha. They are the top three, and they are all wadded up here. Well, now, I got to tell you, Camden starting to get a little breathing room down the front straightaway. Here he goes, and with authority, the 19 starts to drive away just a little bit. But that's our top three. He's searching for a spot on the podium. Here comes the chase pack, and several strong passes out there. We got the 91, Mike Quadra. Quadra is on the gas. Another one of the Yamaha mounted riders having success out here in what's race number 43. He's with us out of Old Bridge, New Jersey, on a VPE Racing back ride. He came in here as one of the top qualifiers, so a good run for him. He certainly belongs up in there. But here comes heavy hitters like Carson Wood. Carson on the move, rider number 26, keeping on Jackson McCarty, rider number 25, so he's going to make a change. And then you got Gage Dunham, rider number 5, and then the 22 rider, Jonathan Getz. Wyatt Duff a little bit further back. Nate Snellgrove also trying to make some charges. And come on to the front, and Roman Thomas. All right, as promised, wow, they've closed up on him. Hargrove leading the way along with Anderson, and they have completely closed the gap on Austin Camden. Camden, rider number 19, had a pretty big lead last time around, but not this time. Here's a shot for the lead, and that's going to be Hargrove. And a blast from the outside. Our leader digging deep to hang on to that top spot. Anderson just waiting to see these two guys get together and take each other out, and he'll run free up into the top spot, but that hadn't happened yet. Looks like he can't rely on that. He's going to take a shot now at our second-place competitor. If Hargrove can't put the pass by on Austin Camden pretty quick, then my man out of Alaska, Chase Anderson, is going to take a shot at him. He'll go wide there on the Yamaha. He's got a good drive. They all bring it to the inside. Trying to cover that inside. Slight mistake by the leader. Oh, and somehow he got away with one. A little bit of a bobble coming out of the corner, but nobody was able to capitalize on that. Look at this three-way fight up in front. Everybody wants to win this one. A little bit further back, Mike Quadra, Carson Wood, Trenton Burton, Jackson McCarty, and Jonathan Getz. They're making their passes stick now. They're a little further back. And here we go, another charge. He's going to drive to the inside. Cannon trying to pull it off. Couldn't quite make it happen. All three of them triple up into the bowl turn. Austin Camden dealing with the pressure. It's a pressure cooker of a battle right here, and he's still holding on to the top spot. Oh, they caught together. Second and third got together right there. Chase Anderson now comes out with that second spot. Hargrove going to try and pay him back immediately. Anderson gets a good drive in the rhythm section, and now he's going to be able to take a shot at our leader. Chase Anderson up into the second spot. Whoa, almost losing the front end. That thing gets way high, but he never cracked the throttle. And as they put another lap through, it's going to be enough for Austin Camden to hang on to the top spot. A late moto pass, and and Chase Anderson going to pick up the second spot. Cannon Hargrove still on the podium, but he'll be bumped to third on that last lap pass. Carson Wood all the way up to the fourth spot. Mike Quadra, he'll hang tough and be a top 5 finisher. Trenton Burton in the 6th spot. Jonathan Getz in 7th. Jackson McCarty in 8th. Gage Dunham in the 9th spot. In the top 10, Zane Martin with a late moto charge. And what an amazing battle right there for you. Again, 65cc 7, 11-year-olds. We put them all together from the 65 classes, and that never fails. What a good recipe for success.
Jeff, take a look at these lap
I know,
times.
right?
109, 109, 110, 110, 109 back here for Getz, clear right in the 7th place.
A couple
you know
more
what I mean?
laps, and we might have had a different scenario out there.
We got 10 guys honestly running within a second and a half of each other on lap time. Incredible
Awesome
race. I tell you what, so far all these races, Romano just had a great moto there a moment ago. Levi Kitchen earlier today had a great run. I mean, just so far all these races absolutely what we expected out of the Mini O's.
You can bet this one's going to deliver as well. Super Mini 2 for the 13 and 15-year-old riders.
Oh, yeah.
Going to get the start out there.
This is one of those classes to watch, Jeff, no question. These guys, a lot of them on their last big show on the mini bike, the last big ride, going to make that jump up for a lot of these guys. They're feeling it, man. They're in their prime shape on this little mini cycle. They've got all their strength built up, all their conditioning, and right now you're going to see a battle for this main event win right here.
That's it. Colin Allen taking full advantage of that. He knows time on this bike is maybe running thin for him. He wants to be remembered as a top mini cycle pilot, and his Super Mini 2 rider is out in front and making it happen. He's a pretty big guy, dominating that thing, but he's chest driving that thing through these corners, and he is holding on to that lead. He'll pick up the green flag.
I got to tell you, man, very, very good, clean first lap for all these guys. Look at this top 10, Jeff. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. You could throw a blanket over right now. Take a look at that. That's Davis, Deegan, Freehill, and Riggins all fighting for that 4th position.
Yeah, that's going to be a pack right there. Hopefully these guys will get together, work together, and obviously make their way to the front. We'll get a better look at some of their lap times. Casey Cochran up in there. Great start. Casey already into that second spot and looking to set that pace. Jude Smirlick, another guy who's geared to go to the long haul.
Allen took a quick look over his shoulder, and I don't think he liked what he saw, man. He got a mirror full of Casey Cochran and Smirlick coming at him.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to send it down to the podium right now.
All right, thank you. Down on Yamaha podium, Cannon Hargrove, come on over here, buddy. Tell everybody who's helping you out.
My mom, my dad, Texas Best Contractors, OG's Optics, Quicks Moto Ranch, Pro Circuit, Alpine Stars, Faction, everyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations, Cannon Hargrove out there. Now, come over here, Mr. Anderson. Finishing second in 65-711. Chase Anderson, tell everybody who you want to thank.
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Kyle Regal, Underground, Colleen Millsaps, MTF, EBR Performance, Altus Motorsports at Yamaha Development Team, and everybody else I forgot. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chase Anderson. Now the champ, Austin Camden, behind your bike. We're going to give you this. Hold it up high, guy. Austin Camden, your champ. 65-711, congratulations. Thank everybody who's helping you out. Who is it?
Mom, Dad, my grandparents, Cole, Power Band, JMC, 100% Bell, O'Neill, Asterisk, Pro Circuit, ODI, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
Congratulations up there. Austin Camden, your champ, 65-711. Take it away, Rodney, from the Yamaha podium.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Action hot and heavy on the track. Jeff Hines, holy cow. We talk about mini bike racers. You're seeing the best in the country right now. This Super Mini 13-16. Casey Cochran, while we're listening to the podium, has worked his way into the lead on that number 66 machine. Cody Allen hanging on to that number 2, but Jude Smirlock making some good time right now, putting in some solid laps. As a matter of fact, Smirlock making his way past Allen now into that number 3 spot.
Yeah, what a battle we got going on, and it will be Casey Cochran taking his time, studying the lines of the leader there earlier, and then will pull the trigger. Colin Allen, though, will get the VP hole shot. No doubt about that. Still hanging tough with a legit run to the podium. Jude Smirlock, you're right, will make the pass up in there, rider number 90. Hayden Deegan on the move. We'll check on some of the lap times that he's got. He's got a 1:03 to his credit. So Hayden Deegan certainly may make his way to the podium. Mason Davis, Nate Freehill, Luis Martinez, Logan Riggins, and now Cody Samples and Evan Pape will occupy the top 10.
Taking a look, we're running out of time right now. We're on lap number 4, and I got to tell you, Casey Cochran with that 1:03, full command of this thing right now. 2 seconds quicker, like you said, than that second-place rider. All he has to do is ride defensive right now. Keep this thing on 2 wheels and put in some good laps. He's going to be in good shape.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a while before he even gets into the lap traffic right there. And the battle behind him, that's a 3-way battle now starting to heat up. So that's going to give Casey the opportunity to enjoy that wide-open racetrack and really probably turn some of his best laps now as he can settle down that breathing. He can concentrate on all of the good lines that he could put that bike on. You can see him going to an inside line right there. Not everybody taking that one, so he's got the wherewithal to put that thing right where he wants it. And that's going to keep the 66 turning these low lap times, still in the 103 range for the 66 of Casey Cochran. He puts another lap under his belt. While behind him, Colin Allen and Jude Smirlick, they have squared off, and they head to that back section. Just a couple of seconds behind him. Here comes the Danger Boy. He is on the move.
Danger Boy, one of our guests on the Mini O's after show last night, and the guy was all business. We put him on the spot a couple times, and he wasn't going to play. He wasn't buying into it. He's here to do one thing, let his racing do the talking, and I can tell you right now, he is here to prove a point.
He's talking second place right now as he did pull the trigger, so he is on the move. Now, you got almost a full little rhythm section right there before he's going to get an opportunity to take a shot at the 66. Will Hayden Deegan throw some of the fastest laps down? He's got some wide open room to make it happen as he sits in the second spot. Casey just ahead of him. He's going to catch a look at the back of the 66, and that's going to fire him up too.
I'm telling you, he's got company right now, both running that 103 within a tenth of each other.
Go.
And I got to tell you, that white flag is flying. It all comes down to this, Jeff Hines.
That is in the favor of the 66, that's for sure, the FMF white flag lap. So Hayden Deegan is only going to have one lap to try to get it done. But what an amazing effort he's already putting in across the single on the backside.
Yeah, when you take a look at the numbers, you know what you remember who won the championship. But look at this, a 102.8. 102.8 by Danger Boy, bringing it on the white flag lap.
He's digging deep.
Just about half a lap left in this one, Jeff, and I got to tell you, can he make it happen? Cochran in command right now.
He come from way back, too, so absolutely amazing charge to the front. Even though he may not nip him, it is going to be close.
I got to tell you, amazing effort by both of these young riders. Here comes Danger Boy. There goes Cochran.
Woo! Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Oh. Wow.
Did I miss it right here? Yeah, I missed Cochran go by. He went by in this corner right here, and I was like, wait a minute. Deegan come through now. Okay. So Cochran with the win.
That throw it out, yeah.
Holy cow.
Hayden Deegan into the second spot. Jude Smirlick for third. Colin Allen for the fourth spot. Nate Freehill goes all the way to the top five. Mason Davies in sixth. Luis Martinez is going to grab seventh. Logan Lassar in the eighth spot. Ivan Aldama in the ninth position. And Logan Riggins just edges out Cody Samples for a top 10 finish. And that's an excellent run right there. Supermini 2, some of our top competitors really throwing it down there, and that is race number 44 we're taking care of. Race number 45 going to be coming your way next. We'll go to 51cc 4 to 6-year-old shaft drive limited competitors for race number 45.
All right. Race 45, this is our 51 4 to 6-year-old. $51 4 to 6 shaft drive limited again, and this is our third moto for these guys. Now, what we saw yesterday, if you were watching, we saw the LCQ to narrow it down to the top 38 riders in that. And then immediately following that, we saw the second moto of the 51 4 to 6 shaft drive, and this is their third moto. The reason we're running 3 races over here for those riders is because they will not be running on the big moto track, the outdoor track. So they'll get their 3 races in, so to speak, just not on the big track. We'll get them all sorted out for you here in just a moment. Right now, we're headed down to congratulate our top 3 in that Super Mini 2 class.
Super Mini 2, 13-16, finishing up third, Jude Smearlick. Come on up here front center. Tell us all the good people helping you out. Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Jesus for keeping me safe out there. My mom, my dad, everyone back at home, Shift, 100%, Pit Posse, and anyone else I missed. Thank you very much.
All right, there you go, guys. Congratulations, Jude Smearlick, going to finish up third. Hayden Deegan, come on over here. Looks like a last lap charge to the white flag. A lot of people helping you out. Who do you want to thank?
K2 Orange Brigade, Team Delta.
A 1:38 lap time for him on his second lap out there, and he's got some company, and I'm sure it's it's starting to open up there between first and second. There's some company in some other positions we'll talk about here. Brentley Latimer, the second place position aboard the number 96. A pretty decent lead there. Bryson Devil Bliss, the 94 machine, looking at about 1.5 seconds back to Ford, adding to the 332 in the fourth place position. Carter Holmes, the 146. Actually, he's the 77 with a 1:46 lap time, is another second or so behind. And then right behind him, less than a second, about a half second, Parker LeBeau, the 54, LeBeau in the sixth place position. So the battle right now really in the fourth, fifth, and sixth place spots. The riders that are leading that are riders like LeBeau, also Holmes and Addington. Don't count out Levi Letty back there aboard the 422. Remember racing the 422 Memorial Foundation, Nathan Hall Memorial Foundation scholarship ride here this year at the Mini-O's, running in the seventh place position right now. Raylan Seagraves in the eighth place position. Rayson Kyler, the 254, in ninth place. And we had someone had contacted us and let us know, and I noticed that this Rayson is spelled a little different. I think this is the young lady that they were talking about, but lady there aboard the 254 machine that we've been watching out of Lithia, Florida. And then there's J.C. Ray Jones, but there was another 51 shaft drive rider that we were told we were calling a boy that was a girl. So if we got it wrong again, we certainly apologize. There's no doubt about that. But right now, continuing to watch this one unfold as we talked about the top few there. We've also got Raylan Seagraves back there in the number 9 spot on the 912. Ryan Cerceretti in 10th. Lana McNeil in 11th. Tate Bono in 12th. We see Martin Ospina in 13th. Stephen Lloyd, the 930, is 14th. Landon Hodges, the number 750, rounds out the top 15. Then it's Cruz Anderson, Clayton Butler, McKay Behringer, Grady Rosser in 19th, and Brantley Tursky rounding out your top 20 there after 3 laps of racing complete in the 51 4-6 shaft drive limited class as they make their way around this Gatorback Supercross track and, of course, get their stardom and fame on RacerTV. Final race, final Supercross race on this track for the 2020 season as we'll be heading to Moto here in just a few moments. Again, we'll have riders meeting over the PA and over the radio at 88.9, so you folks will want to tune in for that. And we are going to go right into staging following this as well. Our practice order, I believe, is posted there for you in the books or on the posting board out front. So we'll begin staging practice immediately following this final 50cc class, and we'll also be doing some riders meeting stuff here immediately following that too. A lot of stuff going on over the course of the next few minutes, and we've got champions to crown here coming up in just a few moments with Wes Kane and Mikey Waynes as well, as we'll be heading over to the podium for that here shortly. Anderson Waddell, your leader here in this 4-6 shaft drive after 4, with Brentley Latimer in the number 2 spot. Bryson Devil Bliss has moved up into a number 3 position. Levi Letty up into a number 4 position. Carter Holmes now in 5th. Parker LeBeau up to 6th. Rayson Kyler is 7th. Lana McNeil in 8th. Raylan Seagraves 9th, and Ryan Cerceretti still rounding out your top 10. This is after 4. Looks like that Rayson Kyler still on the move out there on the 254. Tracking down Parker LeBeau, the 54, but I'm sure that Carter Holmes is also feeling that pressure as well about right now. So the battle for 5th place, Carter House, the 77 machine, trying to keep that one at bay as the checkers fly for Anderson Waddell. And the win in the 51 4-6 shaft drive limited here. And the third and final race for these youngsters here on the Gatorback Cycle Park Supercross track. Second place going to go to Brentley Latimer, the number 96, finishing about 11 seconds back. Another 13 seconds back. We'll be looking for the 94 of Bryson Devil Bliss, and there he is. And Letty right, wow. Didn't even see that one, but Letty was closing that gap 0.2 of a second behind, and he really worked his way up through the pack, that 4th place position. And Nathan Hall Memorial Scholarship ride has really done him well, and he doing it proud as well on the 422 machine here today. The 77 of Carter Holmes in 5th, Rayson Kyler in 6th, Parker in 7th, Lana McNeil in 8th, Raylan Seagraves is 9th, and Stephen Lloyd rounds out your top 10. And that, my friends, is going to wrap up the racing action as far as things are concerned here on the Supercross portion of our 2020 and 49th annual running of this Thor Mini O's presented by Pro Circuit. And, of course, we're getting ready to switch gears and head into motocross. We'll go into motocross practice as we'll begin opening and staging for you folks right now and getting that ready to go. We've also got riders meeting coming up here in just a few moments, so we'll be standing by for that as well. But lots of great things, and still an opportunity to listen to these great youngsters on the podium.
Hey, Rodney, if you could help us out with that top 3 overall. I don't know if you have the screen up there.
Yep, we're good. Anderson Waddell, the 674, will be your 4-6 shaft drive limited champion here today. Brentley Latimer, at least the winner here today. Brentley Latimer in 2nd, and Bryson Devil Bliss in the number 3 spot. Now, Wes, I will warn you, I don't have the overall results on that. I don't know if this was a one-moto format for them as well, or they're going to how they finish is how they're going to do it. So I'll let you guys get that sorted out down there, and we'll, of course, get everything ready to go on the moto side of things for everyone else over here with us. I know for those of you that are along with us on RacerTV.com, we're going to want to try to get these podiums for you here in just a moment. So we'll try to hang on for just a few more minutes for that. In the meantime, try to get some other business done here at Gatorback Cycle Park as we roll on here in the week, the Thanksgiving week. Get ready for, once again, motocross practice. Jeff Hines, I tell you, man, big day. We started early, and I think it took us even a little bit longer to get finished because of the astronomical numbers that we had. We've got even bigger numbers in the motocross portion, some over 5,000 entry, 5,100, over 5,100.
53 now.
5,300 entries total for the weekend, so that makes that, wow, we had 2305 or something like that, I think, or 2503 in the Supercross, and then, well, the rest of that, wow. Big motocross portion.
That'll get bigger.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a big day, so make sure that you folks that are watching on RacerTV.com will come back and watch the rest of this. We'll be back tomorrow on your Thanksgiving. I know a lot of folks going to be social distancing and stuff, at home and not doing the big family the bigger family dinners. And why not break the tradition of the family, the football games and stuff like that, the bowls, and bring it on back over here to RacerTV.com. Put it up on the big screen and watch everything that's going to be going on there. I know that's the way I watch it whenever I go home or whenever I'm watching RacerTV.com. I always pull it up on my big screen and cast right there to the television. It makes for a great viewing opportunity, to say the least. Again,
Supercross Awards ceremony going to be coming up tonight. We'll make sure we keep that in kind of thoughts and your plans for this evening. Supercross Awards ceremony going to be coming up.
And that'll be following, I believe, chapel services tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly, Wednesdays.
So we'll have chapel service, and then we'll have Supercross Awards coming up tonight.
Staging, going to stay busy out there. We'll be ready to call you down for motocross staging and motocross practice. It's going to be coming up. Again, we're trying to seamlessly make our slick, quick move over to the really very much of a new design out there of the Supercross track. The Gatorback Falls, not quite a bit of a falls, more of a little bit of a creek now. It's got quite a bit of a slight angle to it, much more racy and more flowy, off-camber little dealio before you kind of slide your way down into the bottom of the pit. That's a change. Then a 2 big step-up still there. But after that, man, the infield section, everything over there at Gatorback, quite a bit different. So looking forward to getting some wheels over there on that. That practice will be coming up. As again, we'll stay busy in the staging area. And, Ronnie, a lot going on right here as we're, we can get a jump on that Black Friday stuff. Great opportunities out there for you to maybe take care of the folks that weren't fortunate enough to make the haul here. None of, the COVID thing did quell quite a few folks. Could you imagine if it wasn't that going on, what kind of numbers we would have here? But, look at this backdrop. Look at this layout. Look at the history of the event, and it's easy to see why this thing keeps rolling momentum like a bowling ball.
All right, looks like we're going to take a dip off of RacerTV.com. We'll be back again tomorrow once we get ready. All right. Looks like we do have our podium ready to go. So we're switching gears constantly. That's the way it is. We're also loading up staging right now, from what I understand. So let's head on down to the Yamaha podium and check in with Wes Kane and Mikey Waynes and our shaft drive class.
Hey, Rodney, I guess we got a minute, We're going to do this. Let's get our riders up here. Let's have the 96, Brentley Latimer. Where are you, my man? Number 3. He's good. Come on over here, buddy. Don't be afraid. Come on. Come on over here. Everybody wants to see your face. There you go. Hey, tell me about your race.
It was good.
Who's helping you out?
My mom and dad.
Anybody else?
Rooster Max, Fly. I think that's it.
All right, well, give me a high five, bud. Good job, man. All right, finishing third, Brentley Latimer. Bryson Devil Bliss, congratulations. I'll get a high five from you, too, man. Good job. Tell us who's helping you out.
Huh?
All right. Tell everybody your name, where you're from.
I'm Brentley Latimer, and I'm from Belton, South Carolina.
Nice. Who's helping you out?
Mom and Dad, Braille Cycles, ProFlow, FX, and everybody I forgot.
Congratulations out there, guys. Give them a high five. All right. And now let's talk to the champ. Anderson Waddell, come on up. Good job. Where's that number 1 plate at? There you go. Let's dress him up. All right, there you go. Hold it up. Anderson Waddell. I know you got a bunch of people helping you out. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Fly, Pirelli Tires, A1 Suspension, and everybody else.
Everybody else, he says thank you. All right, guys, there's your champ. The final Supercross champion has been crowned down here on the Yamaha podium. Rodney Tomlin, Megawatts, Jeff Hines, Mikey Wayne, Wes Kane. Guess what? Like they say, it's time to take it outside. We're going outdoors, boys, and I can't wait.
All right, thanks a lot, Wes Kane. As he said, we're going outdoors, and that's exactly what we're doing. Again, just want to say thanks to everyone and all of our great sponsors that have helped make our live coverage of RacerTV.com here from Gatorback Cycle Park all possible, including our friends at Dunlop Motorsports, our presenting sponsor here on Racer TV, and, of course, special and big thanks to our good friends at Thor, the title sponsor of the Thor Minios presented by Pro Circuit, as well as we say thanks to Pro Circuit, also to VP Racing Fuel and all the many fine folks, Stasic Cycles, FMF, everybody that helps make it all possible for us to be online. And for those of you at Racer TV, we're going outdoors. Like we said, you join us again tomorrow. We'll have the broadcast schedule posted up on RacerTV.com and on all social medias. For Megawatt Matt Watson, for